Hello guys, welcome to my channel Kevin Play Studio. So I just visited Jamuna Future Park, and so the area that we're here in is the area where Yamaha just collaborated with probably some FIFA company, and they're just showing off their talent. So this is basically a tribute to the World Cup, and a lot of people just came here to watch that. So yeah, that's what's happening here. Just in case you guys were wondering, that's why there's a lot of Brazil and Argentina flags here and there that you might see. So yeah, and as you can see here, people here are having a lot of fun. They appreciate the sense of community and collectiveness that's happening here. And it's something I like too, like, you know, imagine all the people just, coming together and celebrating. Yeah, that's what's happening here. Okay, now that we have finished watching that, we're gonna go inside, guys. So basically, this is the entry point, and I'm just going to see you when I cross it. Okay, guys, so we are now in the entry zone, and I'm in the male entry section, and beside me is the female entry section. So here is where they check your bags and packages, and basically they just make sure that you're not doing anything shady and all of that. So as you can see, this is a pretty damn spacious mall. I mean, these markets are usually called hypermarket by marketers to, increase profit margins or and all of that. I'm not sure, but this is pretty damn spacious. As you can see, a lot of people are here. There's a lot of diverse culture going on here. You can see a lot of items being sold here. Most are usually clothing and stuff, but occasionally you'll see some jewelry and stuff and all of that. And basically, I've just made a family visit to this place. So yeah, my families are also there with me, just in case you wanted to know. So I'm not like alone here. And so we have just visited a store, and I'm going to see you later when I go out. Okay, now we are just out of the store, and basically I'm just trying to show you the view of each floor that we're going to. And as you can see, there's like a stage performance going on here. A lot of people are having fun. I cannot actually, decipher what they're saying, but it seems like they're having a pretty nice time. So we're just going to walk over this pole, and, we're going to go upstairs now, or at least soon. Okay, now that we're, upstairs. Actually, I'm not sure if we're upstairs or not. Like, the entire time I was like walking through this, hypermarket, I was like forgetting which floor I was in because of how, congested it was with shops. But anyway, yeah, as you can see, they're having like some stage performance, probably sponsored by large corporations and all of that. And basically, if I'm not wrong, we are still in the first floor because I just noticed, us still staying in the same position. And as you can see, people are having a lot of fun here. There's a lot of, sellers out here and all of that. You can even see famous outlets like Cat's Eye and all of that. By the way, Cat's Eye is actually quite a famous outlet store in Bangladesh. It's like almost everywhere. It used to be even more common, during the old times, but yeah. Okay, so now I'm just going up the escalator to, show you guys the second floor. Yeah, I think that's the second floor because that stage performance was being done in the basement. Okay, some, famous shops like Yellow Her and some other ones. Okay, I'm not sure if I should say it like that because the name of that shop just sounds so weird. Anyway, as you can see, here's another shop, probably an indie one called Land. And next door you can see the her outlet, and as you can see, they've decorated it pretty well. The lighting's pretty good. They've added some plastic plants to just make it look good. And as you can see, this is actually quite eclectic if you think about it. This is the view from how it looks like when you're going up the escalator. Just in case if you guys wanted to see. I don't even know why anyone wants to see that, but I just wanted to film for you because I really wanted this to be like really immersive. Okay, for some reason the Irani burqa one just, I don't know what happened here. Why is this shut? Oh, never mind. They actually opened a new outlet right there. Yeah, I mean, you guys probably saw it in the reflection, but I was just not looking at the reflection that much, so I was like, not paying attention that much, so yeah. Oh, okay, this is giving me kind of like a backroom vibes thing. Okay, the East Court. So we're probably, in the East Court. Yeah, looks like it. It has to be the East Court. Again, a lot of people have come here to celebrate the World Cup and all of that, but there are also a lot of people who've just come here to buy ordinary stuff. So it's like a wide fan base of people you're gonna see here. It's quite culturally diverse, like you're gonna see so many people just walking here and there. Oh, I don't know what happened, but I think my camera glitched a little. Maybe I moved to. Oh, that looks so ominous. Look at that, yo. That is so ominous. Why does it look so deep? Okay. Anyway, by the way, that was just a window, but the way there was no stores around just made it look like it was like a backrooms level. I'm just kidding, guys, but anyway, now we are at this part of the section, and as you can see, a lot of kids are actually here too, like me. I don't know what they're doing here, but they're probably just playing with their, siblings or friends and all of that. And now we are in the other side, and as you can see, I'm near abaya shops and burqa shops, basically like clothing stores. I don't know how to pronounce it correctly that much because, you know, I consider English to be my primary language, so I'm so confused as to how I should even pronounce it. Anyway, so this is basically probably the center of the mall. We're at the center point, and from here you can actually get a bird's eye view of all the stores. Probably not from here, but from the guard railings you see there. Yeah, from there. By the way, this is actually my raw, unedited reaction to my experience. I'm just voicing over my reactions, but I have kept a record of all my reactions, and I'm just showing it to you guys because I was actually quite amused when I actually went to the store. Because in their new openings there were a lot more people than there originally are, and in some cases it was just a lot more wholesome as to the cultural okay, I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm kind of fumbling here, but I was just appreciating that sense of community and all of that, and how wait, this is actually pretty cool. So as you can see here, a lot of stores that are still using their old designs back when Jamuna Future Park was only probably about a few years old. So you're gonna see some of that, and yeah, as you can see, it's a lot more diverse on the third floor. I was actually thinking that right when I was walking around, and I was so confused as to why it was so diverse, and then I realized that this might have been one of those stores you can just see places like Mirpur 1 and Mirpur 2. So yeah, you're gonna see a lot of that too, and a lot of people are just walking around here and there. People have come here to buy many stuff with their families. They want to show their families what they're buying and all of that. And yeah, as you can see, in some places it's real lively, and in other places completely desolate. Like there's just literally nobody. If this wasn't a liminal space video, this would have won. Anyway, so we were actually having quite a nice time here. Unfortunately, a lot of places didn't have ACs or air conditioners, so it was a little bit warm for us. Actually, warm might be too generous. It was like scorching for us because of the weather. Like the weather was like, really warm today because of the humidity and all of that. Blah blah blah. Yada da. And now we are just in the general clothing store. So we were in the buyer shops, and now we're just in the intersection of general clothing and Muslim clothing shops. As you can see here, this is the pinnacle of the store. This is the actual pinnacle of the store. So, while I was actually capturing the video, me and, my father were just, walking around and trying to see which places to capture, and my mom was just buying clothes here and stuff. Basic stuff, right? Anyway, we are in the East Seasa shop. Oh, wait, that was an ice cream shop. Okay, never mind, guys, but now we are, kind of close to finishing our purchases, and basically this is think of this like the the kind of end. Wait, it's not like an end, but it's like the halfway point between the partial scene and the end credits of like a movie. Like think of it like that. So basically we're just going to rapidly purchase stuffs and show a lot of stuff here. So this is like the Christmas tree. I'm not sure. Wait, it's not even a Christmas tree, but I'm not even sure why they put it there. It looks so nice though. Not gonna lie with you. So we basically have only a few minutes left, I think. I'm not sure, but we're about to like get out pretty soon, Like our purchase is mostly done. We have mostly bought what we need, and basically we were just still seeing if we can buy a few interdisciplinary items to really finish off the vibe. And basically we're just trying to get the best of the both worlds, like vlogging and buying and all of that. Yeah. Anyway, till then, see you guys next time. Bye.